Hi, it's Steve Torso, the founder and managing director of Wholesale Investor. Firstly, I just want to say thank you very much for expressing your interest in our services. We've been in this space now for 14 years, and we've seen a lot in that time. And so in your conversations with us, there's a few principles that I'd love to have you thinking about, and I suppose really reflecting the way in which we actually work with companies. And they sort of set up a bit of a foundation for success as well. Not only, I said, everyone thinks about capital raising from the short term, but across the mid and long term. So the first four principles that we sort of encourage companies to think about is number one, get ready, right? Simple things like your pitch deck, your investment flyer, etc. Just your general sort of frequently asked questions that investors may typically ask you over time. This sort of stuff makes your life easier going forward. Stay ready. Once you have that material ready, it's much easier to keep your sort of deal room up to date than it is to start from scratch every time you go to raise capital. Point number three is always be raising. Now, that doesn't mean that you're always taking money into the company. It just means that you're always having conversations with investors. If you think about elite sports athletes, they're training every single day of the week, diligently practicing skills and so forth. Capital raising is very similar. You realize you're often at your absolute best in a capital raise at the end of the capital raise because you've refined your process so much. So we're always encouraging companies to maintain that muscle memory and be always looking to have conversations with investors. So that always be raising is a key. And number four, get to the fastest yes or no possible. When you're not set up efficiently, or if you haven't streamlined or simplified your process, often a capital raise or a rejection can take so much longer than what you expect. And a slow no is very, very painful, right? So get to the fastest yes or no possible. Now, there is five other, we call it the 5 Ps for us from a success point of view, that also form some of the principles that we talk about to clients as well. And it really, I suppose, shapes the offering in how we work with you as a company that's sort of either looking to raise capital in the next 6 to 12 months, or that's in a capital raising right now. First one that no founder enjoys is preparation, right? So I already mentioned that. Just get ready, simple stuff, pitch deck, frequently asked questions, maybe a corporate video. There's so much easier to create now. And typically just an investment flyer, which is, just a one-pager. Okay, so preparation, profiling, so building awareness. Typically your job when you go through a capital raise is to go from unknown to known. So the skill of building awareness to relevant networks is part of it. Now, obviously we've built a specific network for this process, but effectively that is your job anyway. As a founder, you've got to consistently, be consistently building your profile to relevant networks, both consciously and also subconsciously as well. The next one is promotion. And promotion is obviously making sure you get your business out there, whether it be, promoting at different demo days, conferences, email campaigns, on LinkedIn, etc. Just promoting what you're doing. It's amazing, how many people are able to attract potential investors, whether they be, existing customers, suppliers, people from their network, etc. Or, as I said, if they participate in activities with us, effectively it's just a promotional exercise. Presentation. At some stage, you've got to present your business. You've got to present your pitch deck. You've got to present your opportunity. So get refined in that, whether it be in group sessions, whether it be one-on-one. Presentations is part of this game and part of the space that we're actually in. And what's really funny is most founders will focus on the promotion and presentation part, but this last principle is the most important that I hope you can sort of walk away from this video, and that is publishing. I learned this from a shareholder of mine. Promise, do, tell. Talk about what you're going to do it, and then communicate that you've done it. And they effectively, so that sort of publishing part is really important, because effectively you're publishing your milestones, your announcements, your execution, etc. Now, of course, we've set up we've basically set up a solution, basically software driven, to facilitate this process. But these 5 Ps actually form the foundations of what we're about to talk to you and basically help you understand how we actually work with companies. So I hope that's been helpful to understand, I suppose, the foundational principles which we built the business around. And then the last one is the foundational principles which can assist you in your capital raise and then effectively form the essence of software and the way in which we work with companies. So I hope that's been helpful, and we look forward to our conversations with you.